How much?
63%. Alright, stand up real quick.
It dropped that much?
Get something in your back. It's on your back.
Just do the camera rolling, man.
Okay. Alrighty.
Can I unmute myself now?
Unmute. Okay. Scene, we're done. Clock up. Well, hand me a drink.
Can't get the drink in the shot because we're not sponsored by them. Well, I guess technically
You can? I don't really know it yet.
Hank and Stank aren't sponsored by Keystone and they show their Keystones. I guess keep the box out of the picture, don't make us look like alcoholics.
Well, guys. Just saying.
Welcome to another episode of Not Redneck Reviews.
Hoot tea gotta be, let's go. This is the RowdyCastPodcast, home of obscure outdoors. What are we talking about today, Hank? Just kidding. What are we talking about today, Dylan?
Well, today we're going to try and go over some of the stuff we've done today. And
It was a cold day.
It was
My face still burns from the wind.
It was not supposed to be cold at all. Like, we planned this fishing trip like a week ago.
I think you actually didn't look up deep water.
The weather said 60, okay? 60 and no wind.
60 and very windy.
That is super duper. I can... Right
Are you
there.
loud?
Yeah, you're really loud.
Am I good here?
You're perfect.
Good,
Me,
good.
it's kind of like
Oh, I can tighten it up? What? What? I can
two
turn it
dudes,
too?
one brain cell.
Yo, that's cool. How's that sound now? Good?
No,
That sound good?
that sounds better.
So I guess I gotta keep that down, and I wish I could point it towards me, but I can't. How does it sound now? Does it sound better or worse?
Worse. Way worse.
It looked cooler though.
Yeah. Hang on. Maybe if I did... Ooh, that sounds way better. For me. We're doing ASMR. Ooh, switcher.
This is gonna be too small. Don't do that. They're gonna get annoyed by it. Alrighty. So today, what time did we leave?
Oh, shoot. Probably,
Had to
what,
been.
1:30, 2 o'clock?
Probably. We freaking went to 3 different places.
My dad tried to tell us exactly where to go, and, well, the spot...
We listened, but the spot had complete construction.
Well, construction, and it was completely covered in ice.
Stop hitting the table. You're gonna make a little thump thump thump
Dum, dum,
sounds.
dum. Well, it's kind of hard not to hit the table.
Turn straight.
Oh, man.
Oh no.
Now I gotta... Ooh. That sounded cool.
Alright,
There we
so about 2 o'clock we got there. That was a long day to be honest. We were only for 2 hours or so.
Yeah.
And we had our kiddo too, or his kiddo at least.
Yeah.
Not our kiddo.
Yeah. Definitely not our
It's a lot uglier. He's cute though.
Oh. But no, so we get there, and it was pretty windy whenever we first got there. That is way worse. Now that is still worse, and I got a hair on my mic. I had it set perfect. There we go. Perfect.
You're kind of in the way though. It's like right on your face. As you can tell, we are newbies.
Very newbies.
Oh shoot! We forgot to tell them about our freaking room here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so here come from RowdyCast. We're actually getting ready to hit it.
I think I hit the wrong one.
You know what? Want to see something funny? We weren't recording the whole time.
Gotta take out the cheese.
Okay, I think I seen something on your back there. Can I get it real quick for you?
Sure.
You got dog poop or something back there?
Oh, yeah. Probably. I was so delayed.
Yeah, practice it. We had to record it. So, equipment we're using today, it is an FX caster from A-Labs. You know, I'm not sure how I like it. Of course, I'm still new at this stuff. I'm not really sure how I like it, though. It's okay, but it feels cheaper.
We definitely got a new one. It's supposed to be in today, but I guess it's going to be here tomorrow.
Yeah, if you can tell, there's only one headphone jack, so we have to get a headphone,
splitter.
No, we can't get a splitter. I looked it up, tried to figure that out, because I know splitters cut sound. Can't get a splitter either. So we had to get an actual, what is that called? Oh, aux amp.
Oh. Yeah.
So we had to spend an extra $20 just get an aux amp, and it's not in yet today, or we would both have headphones right now. So,
I get to be the cool guy with the headphones.
yeah. Which I'm okay with that, because... Did it work on there?
Yeah, it did.
Cool. As you can tell, we're still trying to figure it out. So there's some different things like reverb. You can have a room sound. It sounds like you're in a room. Hallway. Then it also has a church sound. We can use this button. This one here is just, let's see, a delay. So it's like an echo, or you have like a tape sound, which I don't think we're ever going to use.
I don't know what the tape sounds, so it sounds the exact same.
Does it? Yeah. Okay, well that's okay then.
It's still kind of echoey.
Auto-tune, they have, how many settings is that? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 settings on there.
So for the auto-tune, it kind of...
Yeah, I'm switching to it right now.
Like, whenever we sing and we sound like a...
Oh, no!
Yeah!
Oh, yeah! We've realized, I figured it out. It sounds best.
You sound like Beyonce.
Enough of that. Volume shaper, I'm not really exactly sure what that does. I feel like it should shape your volume, make it sound better.
Shape the volume.
But I'm going to way overuse those. Well, anywho, volume shaper, not sure what it does. Then we have karaoke style. And that just kind of puts a little echo and auto-tune together. It's not working. There it is. Woo!
Yeah.
Oh, you just tap those. So the bottom two, you just tap. The top ones, you actually have to hold down, then tap through the settings. But karaoke, how does that sound?
Sounds good.
Alright, enough of that. This is our favorite one.
We got male. Male is kind of like a female male mix in a way. Oh, yeah. Then
female does not sound like a female hardly. To be honest, it is not. Then we have.
It should be having a chipmunk for that one. So that's what all that. That's it.
Equipment we have. You can put up to 8 different soundtracks on different settings, or 8 per setting. So 24 settings.
24, yeah.
24 settings, and
simple math.
by the way, it is 1:10 right now, so keep that in mind. That's AM, not PM.
Yeah, my wife just got off work a couple hours ago, so.
But yeah, we actually added our own to this. It usually comes with one, or with full sets on the A. But we have clap. Okay, enough of that. We have boring clap.
Kind of slow clap.
Laugh is just going to be a funny laughter that we added. One drum, that's just... yeah. This one here is just going to be a crying baby. Sounds just like my daughter. That cried for 3 hours today. Every time I went in there, I had to put her down and pick her back up, put her down, pick her up again.
Kind of interrupted our COD play.
Oh, there's Susie. Susie Q. No? They're pretty good, I thought.
Well, I guess you guys are going to get introduced to my wife.
I don't think she wants to be introduced today.
She just came off of a 11, 12, 15, 16 hours.
I remember Anna was
wow.
doing those. That's crazy.
Yeah, 16 hours. I would be dead. Hey, that gives me 2 and you 2.
Cool. Pass her over. Oh, we got one more, actually.
Oh, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll
So it
fight
took
over
this whole time to actually set this up.
Yeah, we just.
We had to. Yeah, we had to set all of these individually. I don't even know how to hook up to the computer to set it up. So
We're gonna figure that out. This week he's gonna work on getting the videos edited.
this is what we have to do. Record it from the phone. I'm sure there's a way to record it from the computer onto this, but I can't figure it out. I can't find a video on it or nothing, so I'm not even gonna worry about it. We're gonna get a different one, I think, though. It's not gonna have the fancy like reverb and the robot stuff, but it's a lot better quality, and they're like $200 off. And that's the PodTrack P8, is what they call it. Leave it alone. Leave it alone.
Where is it? Where's the Echo one? The one that sounds.
This one? Room?
Yeah.
Church?
Hang on. Room. Wow. That's loud. What's
You can pop up. You
that
want
one.
Pull a chair out.
Yeah.
A long video in a short amount of time still, so. Yeah, we just turned the heater off.
Yeah. So.
Because it got hot in here, then it got cold real
Yeah,
quick.
now it's cold.
Yeah.
Cheers. Cheers.
You didn't like it, though? What?
I like
It
it.
is it's a peachy taste. If you don't like peach, that's probably why. No? I wonder if we should put these down over here.
Huh. Probably.
I don't know if we're supposed to have them on camera, so I guess we get in trouble.
Tester video.
Yeah.
It depends on.
Yeah, I don't know. No. Absolutely not.
Definitely not children. This is definitely going to be a
We have none of
PG-rated
those.
podcast. Yeah, there's some questionable things that have been said.
Dylan. We remade our own movie already.
Yes, we did.
Yep.
Cute little intro to the video.
It is pretty cute. It is pretty cute.
It
Yeah.
is pretty cute. The second one was better. The first one kind of caught me off guard. The second one, we kind of got nailed.
That's not a good way to say it. Not a good way to put it.
Pause.
Oh,
We kind of got.
that was way late.
We kind of got. We kind of.
That was cute.
There you go.
I don't know.
Which one was
Oh, I was definitely behind. For sure. I don't want to start it up. Come on now.
Alright, we got to get this done. I don't know if kissing is PG rated.
I don't have anything to cover with.
Tactical pause for a second.
The one I do have, you can actually flag it so you know exactly where it was, too. The one I want. So, what were we talking about?
Honestly, I don't know. She came out here and distracted us. she brought us more alcohol.
We're only like 3 in. It ain't nothing crazy.
I'm 4 now.
It'll be fun.
Oh yeah, I'll be fine.
There's only 5% anyway,
yeah.
so.
Yeah, no.
It'll be
I'm not like wasted. I'm not even like tipsy. Okay. Yeah, whatever. Any hoosers.
Any hoodles.
Yep. So,
Toodles. See you tomorrow, or maybe tonight.
love you too. Anyway, back to the important stuff.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we got a 12 by 8 foot room. We already talked about earlier. We are working on it. All the walls are mostly up. Then we got to finish out the garage wall, which is going to be that way. That's going to be like 24 foot all the way across, which that's going to be a work in progress. We have to figure out how to tie the rafters into the walls that we made. That's going to be fun. Then we're going to have a nice little setup, I think, a little L table. I'm going to sit here, he's going to sit there, and we're going to have a setup kind of like this. So it's going to be a rowdy ride. See what I did there? You were not way too much. Alrighty, so today when we were out and about, what do? We went fishing at Deepwater. Freezing cold. We're going to actually watch a video and just review what happened and some a little bit funny scenes, but really not the funniest in the world.
Oops. So, granted, mind you, these videos were taken by cell phone and GoPro camera. So, my cell phone...
Hero 7. To be exact.
Sure. There you go. So, my cell phone, this one right here, the one that's got the recording on it, I don't know if you can see it, but...
Yeah.
Sure.
It's all the way low.
So... This is what we were recording on. So the first part of the video, I kind of tried to run with like the pro video mode. I am like really close.
What kind of phone do you have?
The Galaxy S24 Ultra.
I just wanted the viewers to know what we had. It doesn't look bad though. Turn the brightness up on it.
Well, the first video is bad because, like, the glare of the sun, you couldn't even see anything for, like, most of the video. And it's only, like, 10 minutes long. But it caught everything where, you know, we were setting up pretty much, baiting our rods and everything. So we get there, right? And so for this first part, when we first get there, get our rods laid out and get them all baited and everything, start getting them casted out. Like it was pretty windy.
They're very windy, actually. It went probably about 5 foot to the left.
Yeah, well,
every cast we did,
yeah.
And we had to stack them this way instead of this way because the wind took it from here to there.
Yeah. So all of our rods were kind of intertwined together. But no, whenever we first got there, it was pretty windy, and it wasn't too bad cold, but still pretty windy. Again, had my kid with us. Wasn't planning on having to leave so early. Should have gotten... Sorry.
It's going to be something to get used to, but we'll have actual armrest on the chairs with you. So.
Should have had prepared a little bit better. Expected the unexpected, because it's Missouri. The weather's bipolar.
That is no joke.
So...
No joke.
But I had enough to keep him warm. He had a hoodie and a windbreak kind of jacket thing on.
Yeah, we deserve a dad award.
Yeah, definitely. He was.
I got one daughter. He has 3 kids. So
yeah, I've got 2 girls and 1 boy. But anyway, so my oldest, my son, was with us, and so we were having a battle between picking him up, keeping him kind of bundled up and warm, keeping the wind off of him, and getting our rods casted out, keeping track of him, getting cameras set up, making sure the pictures and everything were good. So most of this first video is just us setting up. And it's kind of glitchy because neither one of us really thought about it too much.
Very windy, though. Like, your phone fell over. We had mics, but the phone fell over, broke our mic outlet, and then we'd have mics towards the middle of the day.
The receiver, yep.
Yeah, then the GoPro fell over, so now it has a little bit of mud on it. Not the first time, though, because every time I've been mudding with that thing, I'm surprised it still works. Dude, I've had that thing caked so much. It was crazy.
But we're sitting there, right? We get our rods finally casted out, and these guys show up. They're like maybe 20 yards to our left. And they start getting set up. And I was having troubles putting in my rod holders. So one of the old boys over there, he brought over a mallet so that I could hammer in my rod holders. As soon as I got done hammering them in, got my rod set up, I look over and he's already hooked up on a pretty decent little blue cat 20 yards away from us. So I kind of angled my rods a little bit closer in his direction. He was a little bit further on the right-hand side. And pretty much just sat there and battled the wind all day.
Pretty much. My face was cold. My ears were cold. He was bundled up as a kid.
Yeah.
We just took turns to hold him to warm up more, too, but...
I had my grid fleece, I had a hoodie, and then this vest. Let's see here.
Shoot, as soon as I freaking pull up, we got the truck unloaded, but before this, I had to get my truck, all the front end redone, which his dad did. So, luckily, I got somebody that knows how to do it because he doesn't charge crazy amount, because it'd be close to $1,200, $2,000 if I did. Mm-hmm. But I got all 4 ball joints, idler arm, not the pivot arm, because there's supposed to be a specific tool for a pivot arm that's a triangle shape. Mm-hmm. And that's like $200 just for that tool, which is not cool.
Nope.
So, pivot arm is okay, so we just left it. And 2 new wheel bearings, and new brakes.
And brand new Brembo brakes.
Brembo. Racing. But it was a good time. Then afterwards today, this morning, I had to go get my truck inspected and an alignment because the new front end. Anybody wants to know, as soon as you get a front end, you need to replace or get an alignment so you don't get all crazy and wore your tires out. And mine's a 1998 Chevy K1500 that everybody wants that I know. I don't know why. It's a beater. I guess it's not really. When I first bought it, super nice, then turned to a farm truck because I was working on a farm for a while. Then, so that's kind of what happened with that. And fast forward, we're here now at the Deepwater.
So anyway, we're sitting there in Deepwater, and me and him are laughing and joking. Now I looked down and I noticed that my mic wasn't even on. So, turned my mic on. As soon as I turned my mic on, one of my rods got hit pretty decent. And I go over to try and reel down on it. And by the time I got over to it, it let go.
Hey, I know I'm bugging you. You know what the mute's for? It's muted on the machine itself, not the headphones. That's how my brain works. I just thought of that. I just thought of that. So, that's for actually mute on the microphone. The S means silent. The S is silent completely. That's headphones and all.
So if I press the silent button, it mutes literally everything.
You're muted right now on the phone. So
I can say whatever I want right now.
Caster. Hopefully. Well, just in case, what do you got to say?
Oh, I was...
Alright, on to the next one. Alright, keep on going with the story.
I don't even remember where I was going with it, to be honest with you.
Got out there, we got the stuff casted.
We laughed and joked, sat there. I got one of my other rods set up, knocked one of his rods over. He yelled at me because I didn't pick it up.
He was sitting right by it and freaking squatting on it like it, taking a dump on it. And I looked over and I was taking care of his kid. And he left it sit there. Little pump. It was a good time, though, to be honest. It was super windy. Not very...
But anyway, so I rode over, right? Sprinted over. By the time I had gotten over there, gone. Nothing.
Honor. I think you're overusing that. Because you're always fighting for it. Check it out. If you gotta talk about it, put your hand right here. Then as soon as it happens, you can move your hand up. Yeah. Perfect.
But anyway, so that's about the only interesting thing that happened was we got one bite.
Yeah,
Watched the guys next to us catch a couple, and then right whenever we were leaving, they reeled in a pretty decent one. I'd say it was probably closer to 8 or 10 pounds.
I didn't see it. I was at the truck waiting.
It got super duper windy.
Yeah, freaking icicles on the water.
Yeah, if we would have known it was going to be that windy and chilly, we would have never went today.
Nope.
But whenever I looked up the weather, even throughout this week.
60 degrees.
60 degrees today.
Guess what? It's Missouri, though, so we didn't put that in effect at all.
But just because it's cold doesn't mean fish don't bite. You just gotta
They're biting.
find deeper water.
Yeah, we didn't have the right space for it.
Hence the reason why we went to deep water.
Sure.
Deeper water.
Yeah.
Hence the reason why we went to deep water.
I got you. Yeah.
That was a good one.
Should say that to the truck talk. Come on now.
Oh, man. But anyway, enough about that, because it's kind of just a repetition of just pretty much fighting the wind all day. It was cold, picking up my son, trying to keep him warm. We were trying to...
I felt like we freaking fought a battle for 5 hours. So it was only an hour and a half, too.
Prolong it to try and see if maybe it would cool off, or not cool off, obviously.
I hope not, yeah.
But if the wind would die down or something, but it didn't. So we ended up, making the best decision, because my son, he's 3 years old. It's super duper windy. It's kind of chilly. If it was just windy and it wasn't
be as bad.
Hot, or if
it wasn't a
cold,
bad weather. It was just hot, cold. The wind was freezing cold.
The wind was ice cold.
No, it'd be okay if it was occasion like, okay, done. It was like, it would not stop. Would not stop, and it was super annoying. But we had fun though. As soon as I got out there, I wanted to get all my fishing poles ready. I haven't fished in probably a year. This guy's a big fisherman. I'm a decent fisherman, and I like to go fishing, but I just don't ever go by myself because I'm just weird like that. So, yeah, we're going to start going more now because I got a brand new, I think it's a pin battle, and what's the other one? I got a pin battle, a Wraith pin,
Yep,
the full setup. It was already like pre-installed type stuff, and I have a Big Water Ugly stick. I had to get that. I had to. I tried to find an ugly stick forever, could not find one. It was rough.
Bass Pro's the only place I know
for a decent price. I mean, I had it on sale.
Yeah, Bass Pro's the only place that I know of that actually. I don't know what just happened to my mic. It just got super duper. What just happened?
You're on.
Yeah, but it just went from like I could hear myself to now I can't barely hear myself unless I'm like right up on it.
Huh?
I don't know what just happened.
Maybe. I don't know, man.
I don't know either.
Oh, yes, not close.
I'll stick my face up in the mic so you guys don't get to see my beautiful mug.
I think it's just the headphones that messed up.
Okay, well then.
Turn it up and down. How about now?
Oh, there it goes. Yeah,
there you go.
That's better. Yeah, there we go.
Why.
Anyway.
All right, back to my story. Come on now.
Yeah.
I got out there. I was using my, it was my Pin Battle. Battle 3 is what it was. Stuff was expensive. At the same time, I bought a casting net, and...
It's one of the biggest pin spinning rods that you can, or reels that you can get.
I like them big. I like them chunky.
Chunky.
But yeah, I was using that. Next thing you know, I pulled out, and I tried to get my stuff ready. I casted my Wraith. And that worked just fine. The freaking wind, it was crazy. I had to wait till it died down, so I was standing there like forever trying to wait for it to die down.
And then he goes to cast it, and he whips it and chunks it right 5 feet into the freaking water.
No, actually, first time, I had the Wraith. I threw it out, and I put on the stupid bait wrong. And it flew to the one side. I was like, shoot, that sucks. So after that, I casted it right. I fixed the bait and casted it out. Then I went to do the other one, and I didn't realize my line was actually twisted. So as soon as I hit it, I see... Boop, boop. That was rough. It was funny, though.
It was very funny.
That was the first thing that happened when we first pulled up there. Second cast per one.
Second cast.
It was pretty funny, though. But yeah, it was pretty fun. We tried to talk more about what we're going to do in the podcast and everything, but of course our mic's messed up while we're there. So
Yep. So here we are, and enough about today. Here's what we're going to talk about now.
No.
Womp, womp, womp. I guess I could have hit the button for that. But anyway, so kind of a schedule for something a little bit what we're thinking would work best. We're going to try and stick to a couple podcasts a month.
I'd say so. A couple podcasts and maybe 2 videos.
Yep.
Possibly 1. All the podcasts are going to have video.
Yes.
We're going to finish up this room, and we videoed most of it. We mostly just talked about trying to fix it. We're going to have to make more videos to cap over it to actually show you exactly what we did and tell you how we did it. I'm not sure how we're going to do that just yet, but it'll work out.
Most of the build was already done by him throughout the week. While he was getting lumber, he was building it.
Because it's my house.
Yeah. So
I'm always here, so. Well,
I'm always working. Or whenever I get off work, my wife's out of work, so I've got to hurry up and get home to watch my kids because babysitting is expensive.
They're expensive.
So, he had most of the build done. I mean, we've got a little bit of, us putting a wall together, kind of restructuralizing it. So yeah, probably getting more videos, more realistically, podcasts.
Yeah,
with videos.
More or less podcasts.
With videos, like, edited into it. Like, we'll say, like, pause, and then, like, the video will pop up whenever we say pause, and then it'll shoot back to us, and then we'll talk our heads off. In real life, it'll just be us saying pause, and then we keep rolling, and then whenever we get to that part in the video, we just input whatever part of the video that we need to input.
There we go.
We're going to try and do a little bit of fishing. I don't want to really do too much fishing this spring because it's really cold. I'm going to have my kids a whole bunch. Not saying that I'm never going to have my kids with me, but
try not to have as much.
3 kids with 2 dads, or even just 2 kids with 2 dads. That's still a lot to try and keep track of, especially on some of the spots that I'm wanting to take him to that he's never been, and I'm sure he's got some spots he's been that I've never been.
I got like 2.
Yeah, well, some of those spots might not be real kid-friendly or kid-safe.
Bass would be good where I want to go, but not much bass fishers. We may get into it, though. You never know, because we're kind of just figuring out what works by the end of this all. So, It's going to be fun, though. Hopefully we got a lot of games in store. We got quite a few different things. We got different, like, fun facts and all kinds of fun stuff we're going to try to do. So, yeah, try to stay tuned. But, as you can tell, we got it all on our phone. It's just not all set up yet. So.
So just a little bit of what I went over that I've sent to him on some ideas to do. So kind of like what we're to look forward to, kind of talk about what we went into putting this room together. Obviously, you can't see the walls that we've done because we're on the pre-built walls from the house.
That we got to finish up. We got to run the wire still, too, and cut the holes out for those, but...
Realistically, these are mainly just for podcasts. We'll do some of the podcasts for some of our YouTube videos and kind of put little little clips from our videos that we record for just the YouTube channel, like in our podcast and stuff. We're going to talk about, how we both hunt and fish, and why we love it.
When we're not being lazy.
Yeah.
Me. I don't like waking up early. I love hunting, but I hate waking up early. I hate it.
I love waking up early and hunting, but I hate being out in the cold.
Depends on what time we go to bed, because I've been up since about 3 a.m. like every other night, just getting this thing rolling.
Yeah.
So
sent me a message at 3:07 this morning.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was 3 o'clock either. Took me probably 2 hours just to get my videos posted onto my computer, so... doing podcasts and YouTube is actually a lot more different stuff you got to figure out than you think.
It's going to be a full-time job.
So,
it's going to be a full-time job.
We're going to have dual full-times, so.
Yeah.
It'll be alright, though. We're going to have some cool games, though. We got one coming up soon.
Yes, that's what I was actually just getting ready to get into. So we're going to also be doing, for the podcast, kind of doing just a little bit of goofier stuff. Playing games while Oscar
Meyerween, or...
While also asking each other question, loser has to put their name into a hat or a bucket or whatever for the end of the year punishment, which we will determine later.
We'll determine later, and we're going to find out different games and activities we can do. So whoever loses, we're going to have a chart. I think we're going to have a billboard right back here.
Yeah.
We can tally mark everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I may accidentally erase it. I don't know yet. So...
Oops, gotta start over.
We're kind of thinking about doing whoever loses the most at the end of the year, one of us has to either decide to choose.
Camera died.
Uh-oh.
as I was saying, to choose either a reel or a rod or possibly something with archery, that we have to buy one another. So,
and that's another big thing that we're going to be doing a lot of this year, because both of us are, well, I'm more, yeah, both of us are, we rifle hunt a lot. He bow hunts more than I do. I've gotten into bow hunting a lot since I came back from the Marine Corps. Before I went into the Marine Corps, I got into it, and I loved it. Since I came back, he's been helping me on getting my form down. So we're going to do a lot of bow stuff for both the YouTube and the podcast. So stay tuned.
Why do we have to get your form down? Well, I'll tell you what, guys. What happened was appreciate it completely. I love having pass downs and hand-me-down stuff. But the one he has, his drawing's quite a bit longer than it was.
It's an early 70s model PSE.
Oh.
Yeah.
Woo! Anywho, it's probably 5-6 inches too short. So I have to change his form from this to this and to this. So yeah, we're gonna do with that. We're gonna make a couple videos out of that too.
Oh yeah, a bunch of videos.
Yeah, we went one time. I have a Hoyt RX4 Alpha that he's gonna be using for a while till he can save some money up to use it to get himself one. I just bought me a new. Oh, which model is it? It's a Matthews.
Talk about broke, and this guy's got a Hoyt and a Matthews.
Yeah.
A 12 and a $1,600 bow.
Hey. Who says I didn't go broke because of those?
Plus, not only on top of that, plus he's got at least two $200 sights for both of those bows, on top of maybe a $150 sight.
React Trio Pro and the Hogfather with a UV3 XL.
$300 or $400 worth of arrows and probably at least $150, $200 worth of broadheads.
I got a lot of that when I was working at a good, decent job.
Yeah, well.
Now I like my job now, but it's not as much money as I did make.
Yeah.
Which is okay, you know. I like it, though. Sometimes.
So anyway, so we can kind of get this kind of
ball rolling?
Up. Yeah. We're also going to be doing some, like, fishing trivia, games, questions, whatever, Loser obviously marks their name up on the board. Same thing with hunting, just random questions that we ask each other. Whoever gets the most wrong at the end marks our name up on the tally. There's this on the telly. I'm British now, guys. On the telly, cheerio.
Anyway, like an old school phone you're working on.
Please slide to 1 for the hospital. Slide to 2 for
my dad has one of those for his boy. They have him at the house so he can use that when he's out and about. If they're out doing something, it literally has the dial and everything. That thing's cool.
That's pretty cool.
That's pretty neat, yeah.
There's this new, I guess, trend thing going around. I kind of thought we would mix it up a little bit since we do like hunting and fishing. Instead of doing the lick the lolly, smell the soap, do lick the lolly, smell the fish bait, or hunting deodorant, which it's a really different smell and completely different taste than regular
I actually hate, though, is cotton balls and deodorant feeling. Like, you ever got it on, like, your hand somehow and you lick it on accident?
Yes.
Hate that, dude. It's like taking a cotton ball right across my face on my fingers.
Actually, this morning I just did that.
Oh, that's rough. Gosh.
Just putting on deodorant, and after I got done, I wanted to put a chew in, and
that's extra flavor.
Yeah. It was extra flavor, all right. But yeah, just all kinds of other stuff. Whatever we could think of that's kind of nasty that has to do with hunting or fishing.
Yep. Hopefully you guys tune in for a while. Right now, obviously, we're kind of slow, kind of figuring it out.
Hence the reason why we got everything typed out on our phones.
I would say we're slow. Oh, I better. We gotta cut that one out. I don't mean that, guys. I don't mean it.
Yeah. He means it. Anyway.
No, I don't, punk.
Also, talk about some different hunting methods that we both use and some other hunting methods that we've seen, being used, and kind of go over what we've tried and what's worked best. As you can tell, it's 2 o'clock in the morning.
And we had a couple of drinks in the hand.
We've had a little
Not
bit.
a lot, but a couple. Yeah, I was smoking in Cold War earlier. So. It was even, okay?
This guy lost 3 games in a row.
No, I did not.
He had to cheat to beat me in the second game that we played.
You know what you were doing? I was looking at it, and I seen you cheating.
That was not cheating. Sniper got over here. Call of Duty. Anybody who out there who wants to challenge me?
You're gonna have FaZe come at you, and you're gonna get smoked, dude. You're never gonna freaking cry about it again. You're gonna be in the dirt.
I'm the sniper god.
Anyway, god, maybe. As you can tell, we have a lot of hobbies. So I mean, honestly, yeah, we'll have a lot of different content.
Country boys, we sure do love playing video games.
Yeah.
Same thing with fishing. What kind of methods we've used for fishing, like different kind of rigs we've used for catfishing or bass fishing or whatever type of fishing that we do. Talk about some good old memories from our past, whether it was together or not together.
Together, forever and ever. Together.
By the way, in case any of you guys see how he feels about this friendship. Anyway, for those of you guys who don't know, this man sitting over on my right-hand side, me and him have been friends for 21 years. So,
and counting.
And definitely counting. It's the reason why we're starting up doing this stuff
though.
Together. Huh?
You know we're not counting?
What?
Bands.
Don't worry, we're going to be rolling in them soon. Anyway, so just a couple more doing
Come on now.
Doing podcasts about like our last YouTube video, kind of going over kind of some things that we seen that we messed up on that we could do better.
Yeah.
Just
pause, like making sure your reel stays where it needs to be, or you're freaking lying, so you don't lose bait again.
Yeah, yeah,
something like that.
Anyway, just getting into more into depth into like what went into the video and what exactly we were doing, kind of explaining it, because whenever you're recording a YouTube video, you're not really explaining a whole lot because you're mainly doing whatever.
No, we need to work on starting to explain more because we're still fresh.
Yeah, so
we need to try to explain a lot more.
Kind of doing a lot more work into that, but also reiterating it in like a podcast or something, kind of making it dummy proof.
Yep. That's what we need to do.
By the way, another thing that I've seen a lot of people are doing now, they're doing like their top 10 or top 20 or whatever movie ratings of all time. So like whatever we think. So like we'll sit down and we'll have like a list of movies laid out on the table or wherever it's at, and then we'll go through.
Did you say we're having a date night? A date night?
A date night.
Yay! I didn't drink mine.
You can't have a cheers and not drink.
Anyway,
just have a bunch of movies laid out and rate them from 10 to 1 or 1 to 10 or whatever. And the reason why they're rated that way.
Yeah, years and everything.
Another thing that I didn't put on here that we've already talked about that we're already going to do is we are still going to be doing a horror movie review, old versus new. So like the old It versus the new It, and the old Bloody Mary versus the new Bloody Mary, the old Nightmare on Elm Street, new Nightmare on Elm Street. Movies that we watched together as kids that scared the bejesus out of us.
Leprechaun.
Like Leprechaun.
That was awesome.
Or Bloody Mary.
Bloody Mary. Bloody Mary.
And
Bloody Mary.
Okay.
I'm not by mirror. Come on.
There's a window over there. It still works. There's
my motorcycle helmet's right there.
Your motorcycle helmet kind of looks like a demon's going to come out of it. So.
I ain't scared nothing. I ain't scared no ghost.
Since we already kind of iterated over like what kind of bows he has, kind of not really going to go over bows that we both use because I've only used the PSE. And now I'm going to be using his Hoyt, so
hopefully
kind of going over like the bows that we use and the rifles we use and why we think they're what we think are best for hunting. Now, granted, everybody's going to have their own opinion, right? So,
Hey, this is budget rifles, though.
yeah.
Because we are budget friendly.
My rifle got given to me for Christmas whenever I was 16 years old.
Budget, come on. I paid $300 for mine, brand new.
And then, drum roll, that we do not have.
Yeah, we do. No, we
That's
don't.
We need to put a drum roll on here. So we need the yell.
Yeah.
The drill. Yeah, I just thought about that. To be futurely done. We're going to be doing like an outdoors trivia tortilla slap edition.
And checkers.
And checkers.
How many tortillas do you want to use? Probably just one, because it's probably going to hurt.
Probably just one, because granted, from what I've seen on video...
I don't know, man. We're going to go pretty hard, so they're going to break pretty easily.
The Rock rocked Kevin Hart.
Yeah. Frustration. Get frustration out. See, that's how we're friends for so long. You get frustration out with stupid stuff.
I missed.
I've seen that. It's just like deer, usually.
Anyway, so to wrap it all up, so these are just a little bit of what I've got over the past couple weeks. I've got a lot more wrote out on a piece of paper because at the time I didn't have my phone next to me and I had a colored pencil and a
I think
piece
that's good
of paper.
enough. We got quite a bit, but we need. So the plan is we're going to get 20 to 25 different activities, different little like trivia things, kind of like facts and stuff like that, and 20 different like questions. You know, we're going to look up some questions for you guys, maybe about outdoors, maybe about something random, maybe about equipment we have because I just got this in the mail. It's the first time ever using it. Besides us singing like Beyonce. We sound pretty like an angel, all right? It was fantastic.
Sweet. His wife, on the other hand, while she was giving his daughter a bath, didn't think we sounded so hot.
I think we sound pretty good, though. Tell you what. Shoot, I might as well go to American Idol. Yeah, we're going to have a decent time. Hopefully we can get everything situated and taken care of good. We have 2 more coming out here soon.
These first couple videos are kind of trial and error, so we're going to do our best to get better.
Trial? I'm here.
Yeah, there we go. We're going to do our best to get better. If you guys got any tips and tricks, hit us up on our YouTube. Not on our YouTube. Gmail
at obscuraoutdoors@gmail.com.
For those of you who don't know how to spell Obscura, it's O-B as in boy, C as in cat.
Oh my
gosh.
Sound like...
Hang on.
I
even misspelled that. I spelled
O-B-S-C-U-R-A.
S-C. O-B-S-C-U-R-A.
Snake. You slithery snake.
You slithery snake.
Little snakey snake.
Hey, you little snaky snake.
Can you tell how old we are, to be honest? That was like in high school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
6 years out of school.
I'm still 24, tell you what.
25, getting ready to turn 26.
I feel like 50. Because all the freaking work we used to do out in the field, shoot, we used to do... I'm not going to say that. We used to do cedar poles. You know what, whatever.
Yeah.
You guys hear it? Pecker pole is what they call them.
Pecker pole.
Okay?
Say it again. For those of you guys who are PG rated.
Yeah. It's going to be PG-ish.
Ish. Yes.
Ish. Sometimes it's just some random crazy stuff.
Yeah, sometimes if we don't catch ourselves, we'll kind of, in the editing process, just kind of put the little, like, bleep. So yeah, that's kind of a little bit of what to expect. There's a lot more. That's just what I have and what we have in front of us right now. So...
Yeah, so what's the plan for tomorrow, you think? I know... So he's actually staying at night tonight. He has church in the morning. He goes to a small town church that I live at, just because they grew up on it. And he's about an hour away.
Yeah,
probably.
I live about an hour and 10 minutes away.
Probably why he's broke sometimes. But
oh yeah,
it's worth going to the church he likes. I mean, shoot, you might as well go to it. Anywho, tomorrow we plan on possibly creating more videos with the room. Hopefully, possibly. We're going to hopefully get it at least set up before we can put the trusses together and the things itself. So What we're doing now is, right now we have the 4 walls, the 2 walls we built. We got to somehow tie in a wall that I made shorter than it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
So what I did, this house settled about 5 inches in the middle, and I checked it probably about 4 foot from the rafter, and I shouldn't have done that. So whoever wants to know, if you're trying to check a truss, you want to go from the actual end of it, not the middle-ish.
From the highest point.
Which I knew that, but why did I do it? I don't know. It was probably about 2 a.m. again, so that's probably why I did it. But we got to add another 2x4, and we're going to do a 2x4x16 up top to hopefully get that tied in together, and we're going to hopefully get it taken care of. So it's going to be pretty neat, though. Not sure exactly how we're going to set it up, so if you guys have any ideas, let us know. You have any videos of how to set up a podcast, let us know, because there's a lot of YouTube. Way too much to try to figure out.
Oh, yeah.
So we're planning on getting some lamp lights. Right now we have shop lights hung up on the wall. So
yeah,
we're kind of budget friendly right now. But
so just to tell you how jankety we are right now. So right there we have a shop light. We have a
shop light with a cord running down from it, running from my one outlet in the whole garage.
Yeah, and then over here we have the double post tripod light thing.
Oh, that thing's super old though.
It's literally hung up on the wall to shine light down, and then we have this light right above us. Yeah,
there's a handle on the one over there that's kind of like this that comes straight out, then a handle that goes on the left and the right side. So we try to make it work. So if we actually bump it, we're getting a little head split.
Oh yeah, we're getting a headache.
So all for you guys, all for you. That's what matters.
So.
Yeah, we're set, dude. I think we're good for tonight. What do you think? Anything you want to talk about before we go?
I think it's about time to shut our traps.
About that time.
And go in and go to sleep. Because we have to get up early.
Ooh, it is 2 a.m.
Yep, 2 o'clock.
And daughter's going to wake up at 8 probably, and his kids are going to wake up at 7, 6.
Well,
hopefully not.
Hopefully.
They went to bed pretty late, though.
If it was my daughter, she would be up at 6 or 7.
They're all freaking, I don't know, man. They're having a party in their head. That's what's happening.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're all set, dude. Like we said earlier, obscureoutdoors@gmail.com. We do have Discord set up, so if you want to go on there and just ask some questions that we can answer next time around.
I think the Discord's linked in the TikTok.
Is it? Cool. I think I set it up, yeah.
I think it is.
So TikTok, Obscura Outdoors, that is OBSCURA, Outdoors.
Outdoors.
OUTDOORS. I haven't drank that much. So. Happy weather right now. So,
yep.
This jacket, I'm actually very impressed with it, to be honest. I don't think I can break it. No.
Yes.
Oh. We got another one, though.
Oh, man.
Hey, I got the whole shoot, though.
It got the whole shoot.
You're